Hi everybody, this is Snook. How are you doing today? So today I am going to try, without using face rigs, to make a story out of 3 nouns and see what happens. Normally I don't do it so you can see my face because I probably make weird faces when I'm doing it, but I'm going to give it a go and we'll see what happens. So, Josie was walking down the street, and her cap was just not fitting right on her head. She had no idea what she needed to do, and why all of a sudden, after all these years, it was her favorite cap, and it just stopped fitting. She's like, heads don't get bigger, do they? Really? I don't think so. Never heard of big head syndrome or anything like that. So she was really curious about how her hat, after all these years, couldn't fit. So she went down by the creek to see the old woman that was there. Because it's always an old woman. It's never the young one. It's always, the old, cranky, white-haired, thing on the nose, hair's coming out of the side of the face, lady that's down by the river, or in the woods. One of the two. They're either under the bridge of the river or out in the woods in the middle of nowhere. And they always got hair growing out of somewhere on their face and a mole somewhere. Always. Don't know why, but it's just the way it is. I can't help it. It's the way it is. So Josie was like, went to the old woman down by the river that lived under the bridge, and she was like, my cap is not fitting, and what am I supposed to do? It's my favorite cap and I don't want to give it up. And the old woman was like, well, you need to fish. And Josie was like, what? What? And she's like, yes, you need fish. You need to catch 3 fish. And once you do, bring them back. And I will help you answer the question of why your cap is not fitting your head. So Josie was like, oh, fine. So she grabbed a pole that just happened to be by the witch underneath the bridge with the mole and hair coming out of her face. And she dug up some worms and started fishing. And she came back a day and a half later with her fish. She wasn't a good fisher person. No, she wasn't. She really wasn't. But little did she know that there hadn't been fish in that creek for years. So she kept having to go farther down the creek, farther. Finally, she caught the fish. Made her way back with her pole and the fish in a bucket, because you got to keep them in water so they'd be fresh for when they gave them to the witch. So she got there, and she said, well, here's your fish. Here's your 3 fish. Now, can you please tell me why my cap is not fitting my head, and it's my favorite cap? And the old woman looked at her and said, Josie, your curiosity about a hat is astounding. Really, it is. You went fishing for a day and a half to find out that your mother washed your favorite hat in hot water. But